We're looking at some new Spider-Man movies. And I wasn't doing reviews when Spider-Man 3 came out, but I had mixed feelings on Spider-Man. There was some stuff that was done right, and stuff that was done horribly wrong. And it was a little confusing because it was the same team that brought us the first two, which I enjoyed very much. And it does feel like a film that Sam Raimi didn't really want to make. And the actors really didn't seem to into it. If you'd seen any of the publicity going into the film, even the cast, like Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst, didn't really seem to give a shit when they were talking about the film. Like, yeah, it's out, and yeah, it's gonna be good. You know, that's pretty much how they sounded. And you can tell by watching the scenes with Venom that that's not where Raimi's heart was. He had no intention of putting Venom into the story. And so they were doing a fourth one. And let's see. It's supposed to be Black Cat, who is probably one of my least favorite Spider-Man villains. I've never cared for that character, and I didn't want to see her in this new universe where we pretty much we pretty much set up the relationship between Peter and Mary Jane. I mean, it was pretty much going full speed ahead after that. It's like, you know, why screw it up? And Mary Jane was supposed to be the bad girl anyway, so I don't know. There's something about her being the girl next door and someone else coming in to be a bad girl that just irritates me. And the Vulture was going to be Brian, so we were looking at maybe Vulture and Black Cat, but I don't think Sony wanted the Vulture and wanted Black Cat, and Sam Raimi was Sam Raimi. You know, I'm okay with this. The Spider-Man reboot, basically it's almost like the movie Spider-Man made a deal with the devil, and he's in high school again too. My hope is that we don't do a whole movie about the Spider-Man origin. I love the Spider-Man origin, don't get me wrong. I actually think it's a modern-day parable. I think it's brilliant and probably the best superhero origin ever. But it's done, and it's not like it was done 20 years ago in a movie. It's been recently done. As long as it's part of the story, I think it'd probably be better. David Fincher thought it'd be a better idea when he was pitched the film to have Spider-Man as Spider-Man already when the film starts. And I think that's probably the best way to do it. Have him in high school, have him as Spider-Man. We can refer to that origin all you want. We can have Gwen at the beginning instead of shoehorned in at the end. We can have Mary Jane be actual Mary Jane instead of some weird Gwen-Mary Jane hybrid. And so far, so good, because the director, it's been made official. I'm sure you've all heard this by now, so I'm not saying anything you don't know. The director is Mark Webb. Isn't that perfect? I mean, how fucking perfect is that? Mark Webb, who directed 500 Days of Summer, and if you haven't seen my review of it, go back and check it out. I think that film is brilliant, and I think it's very well told as a story. It's a great relationship story. It's a very smart character story, and it's told in a very interesting way. And character and relationships are a big part of Spider-Man. And the lead male character in 500 Days of Summer is kind of Peter Parker-ish, really. And you can make an argument that Summer is a little Mary Jane-ish. Not completely, but there's bits and pieces that they kind of share. I'm all for it. I'm very interested in seeing Mark Webb do his magic with a new Spider-Man series. Yeah, you know, the reboot thing, I don't think everything should be rebooted, like the Hulk thing, like the Punisher thing. I thought those were fairly unnecessary reboots. Fantastic Four, I guess we could reboot that, I don't know. But, and there's talk, I mean, it seems like every time a sequel, this is the thing, it seems like every time a sequel comes out that doesn't please everybody, everybody starts talking reboot. It's like, everybody seems to be too eager to hit the reset button. I mean, sure, it works, it frankly works a lot, Eric blew himself up to made a really good point about that. That most reboots have actually worked, like Batman and James Bond and such like that. Um, but it's just when it's done so quickly, it does have this feeling of, I don't know, kind of desperation. Uh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm making an exact point. Maybe I'm just giving my feelings and they're just splaying out everywhere. So yeah, I'm on board. I'm so far planning to see it, and I say give him a chance. We'll see. Maybe we'll use a little bit of the old James Cameron script, or just start anew. I don't know. We'll go from wherever, I guess. But I don't know. That's kind of all I feel. Push the button, Lindsay.